What does the fox say? Line work in Illustrator is superior. Sometimes people ask me, how do I digitally draw? And then I tell other artists about this and they're like, nope! What do you mean, nope? So today I'm going to show you the alpha male process I have. Number 1. I start out with a rough sketch and sometimes very rough. I usually like to do all my sketches in a sketchbook or on scrap paper. Then I scan it or take a quick photo of it depending on the size and how fast I need it done, and then import it for inking. But for this example, I decided to make out the sketch in Photoshop to better show how I do the process. Also, I was very lazy to set up some bad overhead camera rig, and it looks nicer anyways, so stop complaining. I don't need to make it super nice, just a basic guideline of what I want it to look like. So to prove that Photoshop sucks with line work, I decided to draw the line work with Photoshop. However, as you may see, I hate it and it has issues and I don't like it. Whether those issues be my own or the program's, I don't care. I just don't like rasterized line work. But whenever I do use Photoshop for line work, I use this third-party program pull string stabilizer called Hey Stylus. I think that's how you say it. H-E-J Stylus. Good enough. It's not the perfect thing, but it does its job. So, not too much of a complaint. The only rasterized drawing program that I like to use for line work and all-around drawing is Ibis Paint X, but there's a small problem with that. It's only on mobile and tablets app stores, like the iPhone and iPad and Android phones and Android tablets. You get it. It's not on the computer. Why? It's such a great program too. I would love to use it. So until it comes on the computer, I'll continue my process through Illustrator and Photoshop like this. But even if raster did get to be nice, I still stick with the vector line work anyways. That way I can still resize it to any size I want. Be it really small like a pin or really large like let's say a billboard. I don't know if I'm going to be putting anything on a billboard. So to sum up all the raster drawing issues, 1, I can't resize it without having to redraw it over and over again, which when I want different print sizes, which is like, I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. 2, it takes forever to get the right line. So why spend so much time and energy when you waste it on a line or two, when you can just do it better and faster and strong? And 3, it's easier and I'm too lazy to mess around with raster all day. Now that I cleared that up and I wasted forever trying to prove a point, I shall now launch Illustrator, the more superior program at line work. With Illustrator, instead of drawing lines, all you have to do is create points and add curves via handles. With 2 or more points connected, you can create a path for a line. Or if you add even more points, congratulations, you can make a shape out of it. Make it be filled with ease. It's like 2 or 3 clicks. Don't like the way it bends? Don't like that way that line is curving at you? Well, you can just tweak it with a couple handles and the points till you like it. If there's a sharp corner that's getting into your backside, well then you can just pull the corner rounding option that pops up on all sharp angles. That way you can smooth it out just for you and you don't have to spend all day trying to smooth it out. It just makes drawing easier. On top of that, the file size isn't that big, so there's no worry having to save it as a separate file. So, save away. Oh, that's so weird. Go ahead, you're not going to waste too much space. The evenness of the line work and the vast possibilities makes Illustrator better in my sense. I still feel like I have a lot to learn and improve in that case, and I find that it's my fault on the side that I'm not the best with it. I'm hoping in the future I can make the lines more natural than what I can do now. Like, if I could color in Illustrator, that'd be a lot better. Once I'm done with the line work in Illustrator, I fill in the base color, starting with the head down to the accessories, that way nothing is missed. copying and pasting into the Photoshop, I can resize it into a nice canvas size. I usually draw all the shading into a 5000 by 5000 pixel canvas that we have a large format that can be easily resized without hassle. Why redraw it over and over again when you can just do it right the first time? Make it big and you can make it smaller whenever you want, but you can't make it even bigger. Well, you can make it a little bit bigger, but it's going to be really noisy and really crappy. So make it big as you possibly can. But 5000 by 5000 is the biggest file I can get without having my computer slow down. But for this demonstration, I went for the typical 12,000 by 12,000 web format size. That way everything loads faster and the quality density is still good. So yeah, so if you ever want to export to web or anything like that, 12,000 by 12,000 is basically your best bets. After I'm done with all this shading, I do the final touches with color editing. That way the colors are better matching to each other and pops more vibrant. It's an experimental thing that reflects on your taste with color. I wouldn't say that mine is the best in the world, but this step is necessary for me to fix my poor color palette. And that's about it. I exported the highest quality. If it's a more color smooth project like a cartoon or just a simple drawing, I usually export it as a PNG, but if it's more rugged in a more natural, earthy feel, I go for a JPEG. That way the format can better reflect on its color output and the people who are viewing the file can better see the colors. I also save the Photoshop file in the Illustrator line work file at the highest quality. I can always go back to the file and save it at a smaller canvas size if needed to be exported to different sizes, like a pin or and that's about it. This is about me hating on Photoshop for line work that everybody just loves and I just can't stand it. And then it turned into how I basically draw. I mean, hey, I hope you enjoy me screaming about that. Yeet that like button. And harass the comment section. Scroll down a little bit on the script that I made. Ooh, did I see that? No, I meant nothing at all. Size it up a little bit.